गेम स्क्रीन स्विच कर दियो वैसे।
कर दूं? स्टार्ट हो गया।
हाँ, मैं लाइव कर रखा है वैसे। नेट स्ट्रीम लाइव है।
हाँ तो नहीं यार मेरे को।
1 मिनट डिले, 1 मिनट डिले है।
अच्छा ठीक है फिर।
मेरी इसी लीव के है ना।
हम्म।
तो गेम
कर दिया स्टार्ट। कौन लीव कर गया? Hello and welcome to Lidoma Valorant Showdown number 1. Today we have our match between Last Hope versus Mindbender. The first map is Haven, followed by Lotus, followed by Split, and here we go for round 1. Mindbenders are on attacking side. They are planning an A split, 3 people down on shot. We have the first trades coming in. Site has been taken in. Mindbenders have site, and India's Last Hope is flanking. They've decided not to plant A and go to B. 2 players alive on Mindbenders. 3 players alive on Live Hope.
Fight till the end, no matter what.
Alright, so India's Last Hope winning the pistol round, getting the first advantage and buying up for round 2.
Gotta go.
We have 1 outlaw, 2 outlaws, 2 ghosts and 1 classic so far. 2 sheriffs on India's Last Hope.
Yes, this should do. This goes here. Over there.
Ghost spam on B window.
Here.
There's a trade on B window.
Weapon here.
A push has been punished by Mindbenders on an eco. They have 3v3 pushing up A shot.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Last guy remaining from Mindbenders. Tucked in the corner of a cubby. And Gion gets the kill to wrap that up, converting an eco round.
They're on the back foot. Let's deliver another blow.
2-0 up, we entered the bonus.
Wow, this is a nice spot.
Looks like Last Hope is setting up for another A push. Flash gives no info, dogging down shot.
Scout destroyed.
Sova destroys the dog. Jet is clearing his corners. And there are 2 people down, and the third one.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
That is a easy bonus conversion from Mindbenders. Leaving India's Last Hope a bonus round down. They do not have a buy once again with 1 player on Guardian, the rest playing on Eco with 2 sheriffs and half shield. Okay, the Guardian has been sold. We have 4 Sheriffs on half shields. Just missed. Okay. It looks like we have some
Spike
eco
down
demons.
mid. One enemy remaining.
Seems like an easy match so far for India's last hope. Four rounds up, they are comfortably leading the game. ISO is the first one to have their ult ready. Let's see how the ult has been utilized. On the other hand, Mindbenders seem to be struggling a little bit. Spam coming in from India's last hope. Attacking side is trying to get as much info as possible. And a push from C side has been punished. Finally, Mindbenders have an advantage. A clear C site will ensure a plant for Mindbenders. And the ISO has pulled out his ult. That's an easy ult kill. Let's go back to the side. Plant is down, but the attackers are already...
One enemy remaining.
Seems like the attackers are on their way to get their first round. It's a 3v1.
Stopping fire.
Ninja Diffuse on the way. Gets up after half. One, and he cannot convert. Almost an ace, but attackers get their first round. Mindbenders are finally on the scoreboard. 4-1.
Help a girl out, would you?
Once again, it looks like they're going for their classic A push.
Find the weak point
And India's last hope plans to leave the site for retake as of now. There's a classic ult combo which does not catch any players, but Jet once again has punished a push from the defenders. The trade comes out from Garage, and once again, just like that,
One enemy remaining.
Scanning ahead.
it seems like
Out of charge.
Mindbenders do not have any option, any counter to what India's last hope has brought to the table. 5 round wins for India's last hope, except for the one roller coaster round in between. They seem to be comfortable. Mindbenders have been pushed yet again on a half eco buy, and the economy for India's last hope is
Get out of my way!
solid. A spam leaves Sky extremely low. Yet again fishing for info. It seems like Sova has walked up too close to A side, gets punished.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
OMG.
Flawless.
Neon got their kill stolen by the Omen, but yet again a 6th round conversion.
I'm out of here!
These A pushes are no longer working for, clearly not working for Mindbenders, India's last hope, has every answer to whatever Mindbenders is bringing on the table. First time out of the game, Mindbenders have to switch up their strategy, figure out which sides to hit. They're clearly avoiding Cypher's C site. We can see that there are multiple pings. Maybe they're planning to hit B site. Let's see what this timeout has, what Mindbenders cook up during this timeout, and if they have what it takes to come back on Haven and get this map before map 2 starts. Alright, coming back from the timeout, the setup seems to be Cypher is setting up B and Garage. Once again, Mindbenders have grouped up outside A with Sky and Cypher on flank, gathering info. Omen has pushed up A long this time. Clove is holding it
Spike down.
and could not respond in time. It seems like India's last hope is just way too crisp
Last
with
player
their aim.
standing.
Well, it seems like whatever Mindbenders planned in the timeout for their buy round has also not worked. They finally decided to push
Yes, this should do.
C, gather up, group up outside C and Garage, and switch up from their A push. Neon is ready to push up C, and there's an ult coming out from Neon. Sova gets caught off guard. The first kill. Sky gets a trade. Gets one more. But is isolated. Their teammates are walking up. The spike is down in
Spike
front
down
of B.
mid.
And Jet and Cypher have to wrap around from A. EMP Kiddo carefully observing A-Link. He knows where the players are gonna come from. This looks like yet another comfortable round for India's last hope, going on to 8-1.
No charges. Shadows traveling.
Smoked off, they obviously have to push. With their economy
30
down,
seconds left.
Mindbenders might have to save these guns,
Your fault.
but they
Last
seem to
player
take the fight, and that is not enough. 8-1, yet another round for India's last hope.
I'm out of here. Go, go, go.
And after a difficult C or B split, Mindbenders have gone back to their usual A split. We have spam on Sky from B. Once again, the low. Jet is trying to push up B and gets punished. Sova is holding A long. And we see another kill at B. ISO is pushing up, looking for more, hungry for more. He has 1 point in ult, and he gets his ult again by closing the round. 9-1, India's last hope. Truly India's last hope. India's last hope seems too comfortable on Haven. They have their strategy right, they have their comp right. If they seem this comfortable in defense, let's see what they have cooked up for attack. Yet again, Mindbenders are grouped up outside A. Spam outside garage. No info. Jet is already pushed up in the site, gets punished without any backup from his teammates.
Here.
Clove is holding for the backstab. Misses. Do they get punished? No, they do not get punished. The teammate is finally there to provide support.
Last player standing.
Okay, it's a
Spike down
1v2
A.
and cannot convert. 10th round, one more round till we go to the first
Last
half
round before the switch.
of this map. So far, Mindbender have had a troublesome game. It's been difficult.
This goes here.
They are confused on how to enter.
I need this.
With so far only one plant coming off from the side of Mindbenders.
That goes there.
India's last hope has defended their sides well. Yet again, A side is left for retake. We have ISO's ult, so that will make the retake much easier. Sky gets info and closes up the site. And stunned, Marsai gets a kill. Sova with an op from the smoke. And it does not seem
One enemy remaining.
that no scope might as well have sealed the fate for Mindbenders.
Switching sides.
Rubbing salt in the wounds, closing out the half. 11-1, India's last hope moves on to attacking side. Their A retakes have been extremely well executed. They have left no opportunities for Mindbenders to hold on to the site. Let's see how they perform in their attack. They seem to go for the opposite tactics, pushing C site manned by Cypher.
We must shore up our defenses.
Neon breaks the trip, takes the dart off, ISO enters, gets the first kill. Seems like this attacking side has nothing to be afraid of.
One enemy remaining.
Yet again, with just losing out their Omen and 4 players alive, India's
Match
last
point.
hope is on match point, giving away only one round in the map. This might be the final round of this map. India's last hope has an opportunity to close it out 13-1. Neon seems to
Quick feet, quick trigger.
favor the garage entry with info from Sova. Dart reveals nothing.
Gotta go.
Neon is down, there's a trade, but instantly traded by Sova. Mindbenders are trying everything to keep their hope alive in this map, but they don't have anything left over. Jet as their last player can do nothing right.
Hackers win.
And a clearly one-sided dominating performance from India's last hope to close out the first map. We'll be right back with our second map as soon as the teams are ready. Second map is Lotus. If anything we've learned from India's Last Hope's performance in the first map, it seems like they're going to dominate even further with their fast paced retakes. Most probably they'll be starting on attack on Lotus, so we'll see a lot of fast paced executes. Neon seems to be working for their comp. I'm assuming they're going to be using the same composition. We'll be right back with the second map. Alright, welcome back. Map 2 for the match is starting. Our comps are logged in. Mindbenders are going for Jet, Breach, Vice, Reyna, and Omen. On the other hand, we have Fade, Chamber, Reyna, Raze, and Omen on the side of India's Last Hope. Rubble control is being taken. Fade gets the first kill. Reyna gets the.
Get back.
Fade gets another. Trades coming in, and just like that,
Down A.
India's Last Hope has shut down an A push from Mindbenders. So far, it seems like we're getting a repeat of the first map itself. But it is too early to say. Pistol round converted by India's Last Hope. Entering into Eco. Should be another easy round. Not too complicated buys except one Sheriff from Mindbenders, two Outlaws with India's Last Hope. Countering an A push. Alright, Jet seems to have gotten the first kill on Chamber, pushing on C. And with that, they have a free A site that they want to capture. Will they be able to cross
There.
Link? And there goes the first. Second,
One enemy remaining.
eco fragging done right. And that's a round closed out. No troubles, no thrifties with losing just one person. India's Last Hope is now entering bonus with two Phantoms, one Outlaw, one Bulldog, and one Sheriff. On the other hand, we have a full buy from 4 players and one Guardian on chat. It seems like a C push
Hit them hard.
from Mindbenders. Only Raze defending C side. Pushing up with an Outlaw, gets punished. Has no backup, but the door has just been opened.
Spike down C.
Fair set of trades right outside C mount. As we can see,
Where are you?
players low on the side of
Enemy remaining.
Mindbenders and cleaned up by India's Last Hope. Yet another bonus round conversion, keeping their steady pace comfortably. India's Last Hope wants to close this game out 2-0. And once again, Mindbenders have no clue how to take side, where to hit, and how to plant the spike for starters. Breach lurking. A seems to be a fake, holding for a push. Does not extend too much. Rest of the team walking up C seems to have a free side.
Spike down.
The door has been opened and 2 players lost right there, including the spike that has been dropped. And now it seems to be extremely difficult
Enemy remaining.
for Mindbenders to convert this round with 1 player alive and spike down. A nice kill from Reyna. Gun in hand, but cannot use that to convert the round. 4 straight rounds
Treating them like that?
for
and
India's
this job
Last
is
Hope.
done.
Pushing the last buy round before an
My ult's
eco.
not ready.
Jet decides to hold off on a buy so far. Okay, Jet also complete. This might be a last purchase before they're pushed into eco again. Seems like they're holding outside B and C. Chamber is waiting for the first peek on C with an op. And Raze on B. Chamber pushes out after the blind. Raze has been taken out outside B. Omen trades him out. Chamber gets the kill with an AWP. Waiting for the plant to be down. It seems like India's last hope is planning for a retake. This is the first spike plant by Mindbenders. Epiro setting up his side, using the Vice ult. But Chamber has pulled out their ult. Easy switch out. And it seems like that run and gun did not go as planned. But India's last hope does not have any problems closing out this retake with losing just one player at the very beginning of the round and no other major losses. Most weapons saved, carrying forward to the next round. And it seems to be an half buy from Mindbenders. We have a Bulldog half shield, Guardian regen, Vandal regen, Phantom half shield, and Jet is able to buy fully. On the other hand, India's last hope seems way too comfortable with their buy. We also see a Odin. It seems like there's going to be a classic wall spam by Fade on A side. Mindbenders are pushing up B. So far held by smoke. Door has been opened. Chamber took an AWP shot, missed. Reina takes some damage in the spam. Players huddle outside and all 5 of them are going to be caught in the Fade ult. First kill comes down, trades out. Second.
One enemy
Third.
remaining.
Oh my god, this just might be the first round. Yes, there we go. Mindbenders get that first round coming off of a counter Fade ult. Even with the sound cut, they managed to hold off the aggression from India's last hope. Cornered outside B, they still survive to live another day. Is this a start of a comeback? We thought so in the last map as well, but that was the only round Mindbenders managed to get. Let's see if the stories or the scripts any different on this map. Pushed back by the util dump. India's last hope has double control. Jet gets the first kill. Trades coming out. It seems like they might have just found the answer with a 2-man advantage right now. India's last hope is on the back seat for this round.
Last player standing.
Oh my god, that was a very crucial ult, instantly taking away all man advantage that Mindbenders had. 3 kills from one single ult and getting it down to 1v1 op versus Headhunter. Spike down, time running out. Genesis taps the bomb. Cannot defend and defuse in time. Jet gets the AWP shot down and a second consecutive round for Mindbenders. They seem to be finding their rhythm. Let's see if India's last hope can shut this momentum down. Buys seem to be scattered. Seems like India's last hope has opted for a low buy, half eco buy, so this is an eco round. Headhunter misses. There's a trade that came outside C, and it seems like the Mindbenders are pushing up C, or they've decided not to. They're wrapping up back. Is the flank gonna be punished? The flank gets punished. taking care of the flank. They can probably
Still waiting.
execute C, but Fade is not willing to let that happen. 2 crisp kills from a beautiful spray transfer and shuts down their A push, C push. Jet trades out Fade, but that is not enough. It seems like Omen is gonna get the spike on the ult, and the spike is in their hands. He decides not to plant,
One enemy remaining.
which turns out to be a smart decision, taking both the flankers out on the rotate, getting the 3rd consecutive round. It seems like Mindbenders are finally starting to get into momentum, find their rhythm that was missing in the first map. The score is now a 5-3, but we have to remember it was an eco round from India's Last Hope, coming in with a full buy this round. Seems to be an A push. Chamber might put an op out,
Get out of my way.
but dodges the breach stun, gets the first kill, a beautiful first kill. Jet is inside, misses the shot on Jet. The site has been taken, a comfortable plant. Jet wants to push up CT, gets one more, but gets punished by Chamber.
Spike planted.
Chamber has switched out a beautiful one tap. Chamber gets the 3rd kill. A clear man advantage. A stolen ace from Genesis. Fade did not want Genesis to get the first ace of this match, but they have successfully managed to stop the momentums, which is out to the op. It seems like the Mindbender train might have to take a pause, a halt here, because India's Last Hope is back on the scorecard with a 6th round after a 3-round consecutive loss. Okay, Mindbenders looking to push B, and the site has been left empty. We can see that A is stacked, but they have sent over members. Site ulted. There is no way to dodge this ult.
Last player standing.
One consolation kill on Fade from Omen, but otherwise it was a wipeout. India's Last Hope is back on the rhythm, and now we see 2 ops coming out. I'm assuming one on A and one on C. Braze is gonna, Markai is gonna op A, and Chamber, Genesis is gonna op C. It seems like an A push from Mindbenders. Fast dodge to avoid the breach stun. They know Reyna is tucked in there. Okay, Marsai gets the first op kill. Marsai gets the second op
Last
kill.
player standing.
And most members have been traded. A flawless round out of India's Last Hope,
Last round
pushing
in the
towards a 9-3 half. Will India's Last Hope, does India's Last Hope believe in curses? Will they let go of the 9th round, 9-3 half, and settle for 8-4? Or are they confident in their abilities to close out this map, continuing their momentum, not letting Mindbenders get any more rounds on this map? Yet again, it seems like an A fake from Mindbenders, Util being dumped, but Chamber gets one kill, the first kill on Reyna. Jet has pushed up. Vice ult coming in, Chamber cannot get that kill. Jet gets the trade off on Omen. Site secured by Mindbenders.
Spike planted.
Flank coming in. And it seems like the flank could have taken care of. It's a 2v3, Vice low.
Last player standing.
And a flank from Omen might seal the round for Mindbenders. Reyna, Xion, the only person left alive, gets one. Might get the second. But a great wraparound on Epiro. Does not get the timing, but Omen has a perfect timing on the last player.
Switching sides.
An 8-4 half seems like India's last hope clearly wanted to avoid the 9-3 curse. No bad luck on their side. Let's check the scorecard. Fair distribution on India's last hope. Chamber, Genesis with 14-6 and Marseille with 13-7. Fade at 12-6. On the other hand, Jet is the only player positive on Mindbenders, with all the other players struggling with 6 and below. It seems like A seems to be the favored side for India's last hope. They're ready for a fast face push. And Reyna is running them down. Holding the site. Misses all their shots. Xion gets the shots. Jet is the only defender left alive. Gets one. Misses the second. Gets sniped. That is the worst possible outcome.
Last player standing.
And Omen seems to be struggling. We could see a series of whiffs. Round closed out. Easy pistol. Losing 2 members early on, but still managing to stop the retake and converting the pistol round to 9-4. It seems that they've already gone for a Phantom buy and a Vandal buy in their eco, in their buy round. Apologies. And they're planning to hit C-site with Vice and Breach defending.
Bring them down.
Fade is stuck, but Chamber gets a kill on the lurk. Another lurk.
One enemy remaining.
Kills coming in rapidly fast, people dying, dead bodies everywhere. The Sheriffs and the Classics were no match for the guns that India's last hope bought. And a bonus round, going into the bonus round, it seems like India's last hope is not leaving it to chance. They have 3 guns and 1 outlaw. Sort of a half buy from Mindbenders.
Still in sight. Still in sight.
Seems like a riot outside A. Rubble, 2 players down from each side. Attackers get 1 more and trades after trade.
Down A. One enemy remaining.
2v2, but Genesis gets a lurk outside. And Xion gets the only defender on site. They do not even have to look for the plant. The opponents have been wiped out even before India's last hope could set up an attack execute on A side. 11-4. Yet again another half buy. We see an attacking op from Genesis, who's leading the frag leaderboard by 17-7. He's been having a hell of a game. Let's see if he's managed to punish the C push out, or are interesting thing happening on A side. Vice is smart enough not to give anything to Genesis. But the same cannot be said for Gion, who has been punished. But trades coming in. The site
Catch them.
belongs to India's last hope, with 2 defenders left alive. On the side of Mindbenders, coming from A heaven is Vice, and Omen takes the stairs, gets immediately taken out, and the same can be said for Vice. Match point for India's last hope. A quick 2 rounds, quick 2 maps. It seems like the first map, Haven, ended on 13-1. With this match point, it seems like India's last hope wants to end this at 13-4. With the bye, it does not seem like Mindbenders will be able to push India's last hope for another round, a shot at comeback. C, which breached their only defender to hold off the classic fast-paced attack that we're used to seeing from India's last hope. Vice wall is triggered. No player has been caught inside the site. So no real damage done on either side so far. Genesis is holding a lurk, waiting to clear out the site. We have Karthik, who's stuck on flank and gets taken out. Genesis was ready with his trap. He has the B site. The door might be open at any given time once all clear has been given. Or no, it seems like they do not want to play games. There are no rotates, there are no fakes. All players are hunting for Epiro. It seems like he's in for a tough knifing, but they spare him the humiliation. 13-4, closing out. India's last hope did not want to play a long game today. 2-0 is the final score, with 13-1 on Haven and 13-4 on Lotus. Genesis is our top fragger with 6 first bloods. Akshit gave his best. On the other hand, tried to push in Mindbenders as much as he could, getting 4 crucial rounds, but that was not enough. With that, we come to the end of our game. Thank you for tuning in. That was the first game of FSN Week 1 Lidoma tournament. Valorant, we have started these Valorant tournaments. Tune in, participate for exciting cash prizes and easy sign in and easy check-in for the tournaments. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next match.